members.
We've seen how dementia is irreversible. It's degenerative. After a certain point, its victims don't come back.
I told you.
Yeah,
Told you his drunk ass was going to show up.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, guys, want to do some freedom funnel?
What? Your audio is horrible.
Fuck.
Oh, there it is.
Want to do some freedom funnel?
Dude, hit it. Hit the freedom funnel.
All right, freedom funnel. Where are you?
I don't know. I'm in a river.
Are you at a house? Are you at somebody's house?
Yeah.
Like an Airbnb?
It's the podcast. Yeah.
You know his wife's on vacation.
Yeah. Hey, look,
What's up?
there's a river down there.
Is that are
Oh,
you on the
wow.
border of Arizona and California by chance?
Yeah.
Ah, I know exactly where you are.
Bullhead City?
No, Parker.
Yeah, Parker.
Yeah.
You're going to see lots of boats with Trump flags this weekend.
Yes, very much.
They do parades and that shit.
Look, there's people. There's people.
We can't see anything, dude. Your
We
phone's
can't,
completely
yeah.
black.
There's people.
But you got it. Y'all got
black.
a porch light out there? You got a porch light out there?
No porch light.
No, there's bugs. There's bugs.
Some citronella candles, maybe? Something? I don't know.
No, none.
All right.
Man.
So, what's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, now that you showed up, we got to change everything.
Well, okay, why?
I'm just fucking with you.
Are you gonna stay? You're not gonna stay for the whole episode. We don't want to keep you from your party.
No, I'm saying.
The party's tomorrow night. There you go. Yeah. I was going to say, find a spot to park.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh.
This thing will work. This music is killing me. Okay.
Wait. Is that Chuck's music?
Yes.
Oh
This-
yeah. Chuck, we
okay.
had to mute you because the music in the background's really just not a good situation. But just
Yeah.
raise your hand and we'll unmute you. There we go. He's there we go.
All right. Anyway. So do you want to guess? Nobody gave me a quote this week or an AI or anything for this week, so I picked it myself. We started our new game. So does anybody want to know or want to guess what this week's? Oh, he's killing me.
I have all right, Chuck, we're gonna mute you again for a hot second. Okay.
Okay.
Are you away from the music? No, he's just bebopping it. He's just like a bobblehead.
It's just loud where he's at.
It's loud.
I want to go farther over here, but I don't want to lose my connection. That's why. So I'll try.
What about in the house? You guys raging in the house as well?
Kids are inside and stuff. The Starlink is in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
It's
up,
a little-
Mr. Nice Guy? Welcome to the live show.
It's a little,
Austin,
little better there.
Chuck is very much half cut. He's probably 3/4 cut. He's 2.5 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, and there's a PSA from one of our listeners. Eric said, Chuck, please don't shoot bottle rockets out of your butt crack again. You know what happened the last time you did that? You almost started a forest fire.
Am I choppy or am I on? Like, is it okay?
You're fine. We just can't see you. You're like Batman. It's like
I know.
watching the new Batman movie. It's just dark and you can't really see anything.
All right.
Okay.
So-
I listened to the quote, but I wasn't. Excuse me. I heard the quote, but I wasn't really listening to it. Full disclosure. So I can't participate in the game because I really don't. I feel like I wouldn't know it anyway. Maybe that's why my brain
Well,
kind of tuned out. I
it
was like, I
was
don't know what
about-
this is.
It was about Alzheimer's and dementia.
Oh, well, there we go. See, I already forgot about it.
because
Wait, was it a Joe Biden quote?
it was not, but it
Where am
sounded like it was about him. You guys, I gave up politics so long ago because presidents aren't elected; they're selected. When I've told my wife many, many times, if they want us to change things and they want us to actually show up and like, we're going to vote people out of office and completely replace Congress and get people that aren't on the take and get, make some substantial changes. I'm here for it. Like, call me, I will show up. We'll do this. Right.
Yeah.
Until we do that, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't want to get that involved anymore. But I will say that I watched parts of that debate live with my wife, and man, I saw a meme that perfectly summed up my feelings. It says, we Americans would respectfully request that the rest of the world please turn off the debate because we don't want anybody seeing our national shame. It's a family matter, and we'd like to grieve.
Yeah. I personally think it was too late for either one of those guys to be up that late. Like it was too late. Like why did they do it that late? Like it was past both their bedtimes.
Yeah.
Hey, but Biden answered all the questions, and he answered them right.
Wait, that video of his wife congratulating him afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And just looking there like, what'd I do?
And then she's like, and what did Trump do? That's right. He lied.
It has such it has such romper room energy.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See.
Well,
So,
that having been said, before we get any deeper into this butthole,
okay.
Welcome to the locker room.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the locker room. I'm Tom.
I'm Matthew.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, you're on vacation, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. And we don't know where Marco is.
Maybe he's having issues again with the old interwebs.
Yeah.
Maybe. I had to completely like reinstall I have it's so stupid. It's called a mesh network. It's like a series of wireless internets throughout my house that work together so that no matter where I'm at, I have full signal from any, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like a multi-band, except with multi-bands, you have to switch, like, oh, you can be on this band or you can be on this band, right? This one, it's like communicating on, anyway, doesn't fucking, my point is I had to get on a work call today, and I had the day off mostly. But this work call, I sit down and I literally, it picked exactly the moment that I needed to get on this work call to reboot my entire network at home.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm literally I get on my work phone and I try and because I had my work laptop at home. I'm in my home office. I didn't hear actually. And my computer's like, you need to install. I'm like, okay, fine. So I hit it. I hit the button. I go to my work phone and I'm like, let's just open the meeting. So I have my calendar, hit the meeting. Boom. It's telling me you need to install.
Oh, jeez.
So I tried to do it and then I go back and then my network goes out. Dude, I literally had to text one of the guys from work. I'm like, hey, can you tell everybody in the meeting I will get there as soon as my network reboots? It was the dumbest, like, anyway. So are you doing anything? Dude, I got the biggest, because I'm going to live stream our fireworks, our Freedom Show. This is the Locker Room Freedom Show for those of you that don't live in Freedom. I'm going to live stream the fireworks that we got for this year again.
Oh, nice.
So I went out and I realized that since everybody liked the live stream, I'm going to do it again. But I had to get more mortars because apparently, like, that's
the fun shit.
That's the way to go. Yeah. So I went down there, and this is so stupid. So I go down to the reservation, and I say to them, I said, do you have one called the Black Pearl? I bought that one last year. And they're like, oh yeah, we have that one. I'm like, and then there was like a frog skeleton one. And they're like, yeah, we have those. And they're like, but we also have the Mauler. I'm like,
Oh,
it's like the Mauler 3. He's like,
I wouldn't even ask. I'd be like, sold. Give me 2.
He goes, well, you get the Black Pearl and the frog skeleton and 2 other boxes of multi-stage explosive shell mortars. So you get 4 full boxes for the price of just what you would pay for the Black Pearl and the other. I'm like, what kind of Persian bazaar, like used car salesman shit? Fuck it. Okay, yes, I'm in. I'll do it. And I bought this gigantic box of mortars. And then we bought like Roman candles. And then they had old school bottle rockets. So look forward to that.
Oh, there you go.
Do you have the shit to launch it off on?
Yeah, the ground.
It comes with it.
It comes with it. That's cool.
Yeah, it comes with tubes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just open the box, put the tubes down, and boom, 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 boom. They actually sold 25 feet, packs of 25 feet of fuse.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You do that from just put it in the middle of the street, go over to the curb.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, so I remember in high school, a buddy of mine built one. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember a lot of high school. We've gone over this.
We had a friend. I had a friend. You weren't really friends with him. Anyway, he built a homemade pyrotechnic igniter device, a multi-stage. So what he did was he built this box and he put a car battery in it and he hooked a positive terminal up to one nail and then he like put in a grid of nails.
Rack the nail. Yeah.
Right. And then he just tick, 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 and he had a wire on the other nail. And as soon as he touched the nails, he could set off whatever he want. It was insane.
Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Anyway.
All right.
All right. So here we are.
Yep. I have a fun story about something that happened today. Real talk.
Okay.
Sitting down having lunch with my beautiful wife and lovely daughter. And I hear my wife go, "What? Your house got broken into and you think someone's still in there?" I got up off that table so fucking fast. I'm like, "Who is it?" She goes, "Rob." I said, "Tell him on my fucking way." She goes, "He called 911 30 minutes ago and the cops still aren't there." And I'm like, "Fuck, he should have called 911 then called me." So I run to the closet and grab some equipment, throw it in the old truck, and he's just right around the corner from me. And I zip over there. And motherfucker, fuck you, LAPD. Right before I pulled up, the cops showed up and took all my fucking fun away.
That's funny. Was anyone still inside?
No, because it was like I don't know, it was like maybe 20 to 30 minutes since he had called. So I'm like, there's no way somebody's still in there. But then again, I'm like, this is LA. There could be some cracked out fucking crazy person just sitting in there. You never know, but they
True.
broke. He's in a duplex, side by side duplex. So they busted the other they went in the backyard, made entry in the backyard. His neighbor, they popped the a window in his laundry room, got in there, ransacked their place first, then used a couple of curtains from his neighbor's duplex to lay down after they busted his sliding glass door, and then went in there. And they didn't even really take anything. It was really fucking weird. Like, they left a lot of money that was out in the open. The dude has 6 fucking Emmys sitting on his mantle.
What?
Touch those. They walked right by the laptop, and I'm like, well, the laptop, you can trace that. It was a Mac and it's connected to your phone. You can do the whole Find My blah 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 shit.
Right.
But they went through his closet, pulled all these shoes out, expensive, like $1,000 pairs of shoes. He's a gay gentleman, so he's got a really nice, and he's done well for himself. So he's got a lot of nice shit. Didn't take any shoes. Didn't take any of the expensive sunglasses. It was really weird. They just took a couple of things here and there and left. But the cops get there and they're standing at the front door, just standing there. And my friend's like, "What are they fucking doing?" I'm like, "They're waiting for another unit. So 4 of them can go in the house probably." And that's what happened. Another unit showed up and they went in and, cleared both houses. But I was like, fuck, like, I wish I said, next time, fucking call 911, then call me, because I'll get there faster than the cops.
Yeah, and that's typical for LA. right now.
Yeah, and he's like, it's been a half an hour. I don't fucking understand this. He's a
They're
very
so
left
backed up.
individual, and I was like, dude, remember a couple of summers ago, the summer of love with all the riots and protesting, and y'all wanted to fucking defund the police.
Mhm.
This is the fucking result, buddy. This
Uh-huh.
is what funding police departments looks like.
You
They
get
don't
reactive
defund them.
policing like the fire department.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is y'all wanted to defund them. There you go. So
Yeah.
he's like, oh fuck, you're right. I'm like, yeah, quit voting for that shit. Dude.
Wah, wah.
You know,
Yeah.
was it a scorn lover? Because I had one where the guy had moved on to a new partner, and they were at the house, and then they called us and were like, hey, we think someone's still inside, da da da. This is what happened. Alarms going off. We get inside, same thing, really weird. Like, well, they didn't really take anything. They shattered the back window, and then they went and the guy grabbed all the sex toys and threw them and scattered them about throughout the house. And it was like this weird, like, scorned lover just came in and just ransacked it and didn't take shit.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really been in the whole dating situation for a while, so I don't know. It's weird because it does, Mr. Nice Guy. It does sound like there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the specific mission was, because even the cops were like, "Did you upset somebody?" I'm like, if he upset somebody, they would take his Emmys, something that means something to him. They would fuck with his shoe collection. Like they walked past literally $3,000 sitting on his dresser. They walked past it, didn't touch it. They took a Dolce & Gabbana bag, a Rolex, and yeah, but like even the drawers they were opening, like they opened the liquor cabinet, didn't touch anything. They opened like this like little closet under the stairs where there was just like cleaning stuff in there, and it's like it was weird. It was just really.
Was
So
any,
Friday they're
were
going to
any of
send
those-
somebody over to dust for prints. He's got to wait till Friday. So the cops are like,
Were-
don't touch that or that. And he's like, I'm having like 30 people over here tomorrow for a party. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we'll rope it off. Don't worry about
So check this out.
Still
MJV
might not even get
MJV brings up a good point, and this is where I was going with it. So thank you, MJV. You guys know what creepy crawlies were?
Yeah.
Okay.
that easy bake oven shit, right?
No.
Oh, Chuck.
Where you can make like the creepy crawly fucking gummies, right?
So no. I know what you're talking about, but that's not what I'm referring to. So Manson and his family, he instructed them to do burglaries that were called creepy crawling, and it was basically dry runs for what would ultimately end up being the murders.
Right.
And they would break into rich people's homes and just fuck with shit. Right? Like
Yeah.
the children would do. So that's where like there's certain types of copycat crimes where I start to go, wait a minute, hold on, slow down.
Yeah.
Is this really juvenile shenanigans, as Eric suggested, or is it, as MJV says, there could be something a little more sinister to it? And I always think of that movie, The Strangers. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That movie to me is truly terrifying. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
For one mean, and my wife says, "Why does that movie?" I said, "I don't get scared. Like Freddy Krueger scared me when I was a kid because you're a kid and
Right.
You're 9 years old and you don't want to go to sleep because he can get you in your dreams, right? And prove me that shit is wrong, right? Because if I'm dead, it'll be too late to know. Anyway, but movies where that shit really could happen, right? And The Strangers, random meth heads showing up masked at your house to fucking torture you could really happen. It does happen.
Right.
And so that's where I hear this like creepy crawly shit with your friend. And I'm like, how does he feel about gun control now?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
I showed up.
Shotgun.
be your own first responder. You are your own first responder, people.
Because he was standing over my truck and he kind of looked and he goes, "What's all that stuff?" I said, "Well, that's a vest with plates in it and a med kit and some leather gloves and a couple of firearms." He goes, "What were you going to do?" I'm like, "I thought I was going to have some fun, but apparently not. You waited too long to call me."
Dude, that is awesome.
I remember when I was applying way back in the day when police work was still allowed. When I was applying for the job, I went on a ride along because one of the things for those of you listening, if you want a job and if you want to be a police officer and you're going to go interview for the position of police officer and they ask you, what have you done to prepare? If the answer I went on a ride along is not part of your response, kiss your chances goodbye.
Right.
It should have minimum be, right? I understand what you're applying for. Okay. I went on a ride along preparing for an interview, and it ended up being one member of the couple set his boyfriend on fire.
Wow.
And we got there after the fact because it had already happened on the previous shift, but the cleanup and everything and the investigation was still ongoing when I was doing the ride along. And that was my first exposure to a crispy critter.
Nice.
And
I was about to say, was he a crispy, like the crispy critter was still there?
I'm going to tell you right now, he was not, but the smell.
Oh yeah, that lingers.
Here's the thing. We've talked about it on the show. My wife and I have talked about this. She goes, burning bodies must smell terrible. I said, no, burning cars smell terrible.
Yeah, because like chemicals and shit.
Right. Burning people smell like barbecue.
Yeah.
Thing. It's the same fucking thing.
I mean, you smell like a cookout.
Yeah.
Once you get past the polyester, it's a cookout.
Now, after they've been burned and they've been sitting there for a while, they'll smell bad.
Right. Well, but any
that's just-
leave any meat on the barbecue for too long, it'll start to stink.
Exactly.
Anyway, it is locker room, Team Curtis. By the way, it is locker room. I don't know why he says it isn't locker room, but it is locker room. We're merging the channels. Okay. So,
Yeah, Chris, shut up.
I wanted to ask Chuck, since you're here, we were just going to play this without you, but I wanted to ask you. I was trying to get a video from you guys.
That's what that was. I kind of thought that, and then I was like,
you guys were all supposed to respond with,
yeah,
hey, blah, blah, blah. So I was going to do a promo video. The one person who did send a video in response was Chuck, and he was shirtless. So I would ask Chuck to translate himself for us. You ready? It's 6 seconds. Here we go.
Is it that bad?
I don't know. Is what you're doing. Oh, where am I? I don't know. It is what you're doing. Oh, where am I?
Okay.
I don't know.
The nearest I can make it out is
what you're doing.
I don't know
what it is.
I don't know it is what you're doing. I don't know it is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Where
I don't know what it is what you're doing. What is that? That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know it is what you're doing.
Grammatically, that does not.
I have no idea. No,
I don't know it is what you're doing.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't have answers. My goal was to be like, oh, you could cut it in, right?
Yeah.
And
it didn't come out that way, did it?
Shit. Dude, a Falcon 9 rocket must have just launched off. I can see it. Shit. It's kind of cool. Anyways.
So I thought I would go back to what we were doing. So I'll explain. We have some new graphics, right? And I wanted to see what you guys think. I previewed them on our social media channel.
Is that the rocket?
Yeah, it's the rocket, dude.
Oh yeah, it's definitely what that is. All right, sorry. Bright.
Okay.
Chuck showed me a bright shiny object.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. So I decided that I wanted to do a Grand Theft Auto gallery of us. I originally wanted to do, and I was trying to get somebody to draw this, but they flaked. Quite frankly, I wanted to do you remember the old Town and Country surf designs? Like
Yes.
there was like a gorilla. Like I wanted to do Marco as the gorilla and like
Yeah.
you as the surfer dude and like Chuck as the tiki dude. You know, like I wanted to do a take on that, you know, and
Yeah.
me as the caveman. Or maybe Marco was the caveman, me as the gorilla. I don't know. It was gonna be something where we did our take on that, but we'd all be different animals, but it would have that same art style, blah, 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 blah. Didn't work out. Long story short, I decided to, and I'll start with the logo itself, or with the thumbnail itself. I decided to go instead of with the old Town and Country surf designs. I found that AI would give me Grand Theft Auto. So we're working on a better one. We're working on some new photos, but I scoured our profiles, if you can believe it. I scoured through our profiles on social media.
You went social media stalking on your boys.
Social media stalking and snatched for proof of concept. So this is just proof of concept. It came out pretty good. And I used your social media profile pics to create that. I think it came out pretty good, dude.
Yeah. Yours is a
Why do
little
I look like an
questionable
Armenian gangster?
because you're an Armenian gangster. Get over it.
Mine and Chuck's, like yours is spot on. Marco's is pretty close, like 99%.
Yeah,
Chuck
Marco
little
lost a
more-
little bit of weight and shaved
Yeah.
and did his hair.
Chuck's looks a little more hardcore, like a little more that Luis Guzman.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And then my face is a little too, like my neck's a little too thick.
I think your chin's a little, your neck's a little
big,
too
yeah.
thick and the chin's a little big, but
Big.
it could also just be the way that original picture you were, because I was messing with it, doing some of my own photos. I'm like, that doesn't look like me.
Right.
But the one, the eyebrow sells it for Marco, for sure. It took me a second to realize what picture you grabbed of mine until I saw the action figure version. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will show you. Should I show the action figure version?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, do our action figures.
Okay. So this is Matt's.
Because yours is fucking amazing. Because I know exactly what picture that was because you had it hanging up in your office at work.
Let's see here. Okay. All right. So this was Matt's this is his same picture, but it was his profile picture, and it's from I don't remember where.
I was in North Carolina. It was the
North
rap
Carolina,
party
right?
after the
Rap
Battle
party?
on the
Okay.
Beach show. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so my shirt
I loved
actually
it.
said off duty, save yourself. And it had the little star of life.
And now this says Ope Dut
Oh, dut.
Rave
Rave.
Yov Silm.
Rave yo slid. Still.
But it's cool. I mean, it does look like a statue of you or an action figure of you. I mean,
Yeah.
it needs to have like the articulated joints, really. And then okay, so here is. Should we do Chuck's action figure?
Yeah, his turned out good too, from what I recall.
Yeah. Well, Marco's honestly looks like it's like a collectible figure that you would put on a shelf. Let's see. Let's see if I could probably find Marco's faster than I can. Oh wait, here's Chuck's. Okay, here is Chuck's, and this is taken from his profile picture where he's in his office where he does war stories and stuff from. This is Chuck as an action figure, and it's honestly
good.
Bro,
good.
Head on.
What in
So
the
good.
terrorist shit is this, dude?
What I can't figure out, like I don't know why, but it interpreted all of Chuck's like cop stuff on the back wall into like
Oh.
preschool fucking
Yes,
toys and
That's
flags.
the amazing part. So good.
It's just kind
so
of funny.
good.
Okay, so let's see. There's that one.
Good old
Yukon
Yukon
Cornelius.
Cornelius.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That's
Okay.
so good.
And you want? Let's see. Are we doing? Okay, mine.
And you lazy fucks that are listening to it on Thursday or after the fact, you're just going to have to hop on the YouTubes to see what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Or we'll post them on our social media.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a picture that I took at it was after a search warrant, and I was wearing all my raid gear, and I took my helmet off, and my buddies and I took a picture wearing all of our raid gear, and I fed it through the action figure filter. It came out
So good.
but you know what? I look like a Chinese knockoff GI Joe.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
None of the lettering is quite right. Like it's so hilarious.
I noticed that when I was messing with some of my own photos, and I was sending some of them to you guys, and I was just messing around. Like it never got any of the fucking wording right. It always tweaked it like some weird fucking avatar hieroglyphic looking shit.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed like some of the new cartoons out, like Alvin and the Chipmunks? It's all done basically through AI, because the same stuff, like all of their letters and stuff on the show, they're all off and like not letters at all. Same with Boss Baby. I'm watching all these shows with these kids, and it looks like they're just using AI to generate everything.
That's crazy.
Well,
so
I
the big
also
A on
did this-
Alvin is not an A.
So like the letters on the billboards and stuff behind it is that weird like hieroglyphics.
hieroglyphics.
I'm a little soft up. So hieroglyphics.
No.
So it they all look weird like that. It's strange, but yeah, they don't really wear, like Alvin doesn't have his name on his shirt or anything, because it's like he's wearing regular street clothes.
Yeah. Shelby has a question. I don't know. It said, what's a good AI photo generator that doesn't have guidelines? What we were
like, I want a picture.
He's trying to make
Taylor
like boobies or
Swift
something.
having
Yeah.
sex with a horse.
Yeah, I don't know. Look up porn AI. Maybe something will pop up.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons
what
of
we're
it out
doing is we're running actual photos
there. Yes.
through a generator with filters that we're picking,
Mhm.
like, hey, action figure, hey, claymation, Muppet.
There is one where you can type a prompt.
Shelby,
Have you tried
what
that?
you're looking for is a torrent
here we go.
browser on the dark web, and have fun. But you might want to get a VPN and protect yourself.
I don't think you have to go dark web. There's got to be something out there that does freaking shit like that.
Maybe if you're the administrator running it yourself, but I think all the other stuff out there will probably have like permissions against a lot of stuff.
Okay, so but here, check this out, you guys. So I'm not allowed to share pictures of my grandson on social media. Right.
However, if you run it through the AI photo generator,
But I did take a
30%.
photo. I did take a photo of my grandson and run it through the AI photo generator. And I told it to make my grandson a little skateboarder. So,
okay,
I wanted to share with everyone, this is what my grandson looks like, according to Disney Pixar's Little Skateboarder movie that does not star him coming soon to nowhere.
That's amazing.
Dude, that looks like Boss Baby, bro. It looks like a real Boss Baby.
Doesn't it kind of look like Boss Baby?
100%. That looks like he could be starring on the next episode. It's crazy.
Now, I also did all of us as Muppets. So this is Marco as a Muppet.
Marco is a Muppet. That's so. Oh my god, that's so spot on.
Right?
That is very spot on.
That is so fucking spot on.
Now, I did myself as a Muppet. Right?
You visiting Oscar? What's going on over
Dude,
here?
you
Where are
look
you?
like you're like a hipster and like a
Well,
hipster
it was a photo from the Spamalot set, and so it literally turned it into like the front stoop.
It looks like you're living in like an area that's been gentrified, but still has old school roots.
Okay. I don't know what that means. But
What are you drinking, Chuck?
A lot.
Oh, I know that.
no, not how much.
I didn't ask how much you've been drinking. So what?
Yes.
Yes,
doesn't remember.
he's drinking.
No, I've had some Miller Lights and a pickleback whiskey shot, and then I'm drinking whiskey and gingers right now.
Okay.
Yeah. America.
Did you show Marco as an action figure? No, we have not done that yet.
No, we have not done that yet. So I was going to show you Matt as a Muppet.
That one's creepy as fuck. I didn't like that at all. I saw that and I was like, no.
Whip it out. Whip it out.
Oh my
This
god.
is Matt as a Muppet.
There's just too much going on.
I like that it still gives you completely human arms.
Yeah, it's so
And it
creepy.
interprets your tattoos as extensive body hair.
Yeah.
Right.
There's one tattoo on my right arm holding my drink.
Yeah. For sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's creepy as shit. Just looks like I got a big upper lip.
Now I also have so somebody's asking for Marco as an action figure. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or should we finish the Muppets? Because here's the thing.
Well, do
I
Chuck
also
as a
have
Muppet.
Chuck as a Muppet, but here I had to run it twice because I couldn't decide which one I liked more. Right. So there's this one, which I love a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, now I look like a Mexican dude.
It's the cheeks that does it for me. Like how they split the mouth kind of like way back towards the ear to just make the big freaking cheeks. Oh god.
But if you remember back to Chuck's action figure, right?
Yeah.
I had to take this photo that I based this action figure shot from. And I also had to try this as a Muppet because I'm open to new things. I want the best for Chuck. And so I don't know which one I like better, Matt.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holder. What is
That
that?
blue pillow is like a rat
Dude,
Muppet.
I'm a black dude now.
That's so good. That's
Okay.
so
Dude, I
good.
legit look like a black dude.
Okay, so now
Oh, it
here's
was
the
doing
funny-
that to me on some of them. I was doing the thing on some of them. It was turning me fucking black, and I'm
It
like, where
did?
did that come from?
Okay, wait. Okay, good. So there's one particular picture. My mind was boggled last night. I could run so many different pictures through, no issues. I ran this one particular picture of me and my buddy Bill wearing full Stormtrooper and Darth Vader armor because I wanted to see what it would do with that, and see if I could get action figures of us in Stormtrooper and Darth Vader armor. And every single time it made him he's 6'3". It made him or 6'4". It made him overly feminine, and it made me black every single time. And my wife was like, "Wait, what?" And so I said, "No, here, look." And I put it in there, and I had it redone. Yep, like, yeah. Shelby wants us to do one of you jerking off to midgets. So I
Yeah,
think
well,
that's
the correction is I don't jerk the midgets off. I just watch the midgets jerk off. First of all,
yes.
first of all, jerk off. That's what I do. I just watch them jerk off.
So I thought, okay. So this is one of my personal favorites. Ready? So Chuck, he sent me a picture of him. I don't remember. He was probably at SWAT day in the park, and they were. He looks like a kid. Yeah,
And
he looks like a kid. He looks like a Make-A-Wish kid, and his wish was to spend a day with the SWAT team. Okay,
Get the fuck out of here.
Chuck's like, yay!
Look, we've all taken photos like that, and we all think this is going to look so fucking cool, and then we wait for our boys to absolutely destroy it because that's what we do. That's what we do. That's love. That's pure love.
When I ran it through the Grand,
I'm out of here.
All right.
When I ran it through the Grand Theft Auto filter, you don't want to know what happened?
What happened?
There you go. You became the
I
Rock.
look like the Rock now, dude. All right.
That's hilarious. All right, Chuck. Enjoy the river.
See you guys.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
I don't know if he knows how to hear. I kicked
There
him.
he
It was
goes.
faster.
There we go.
All right. So
Okay, now the adults can talk.
Now the adults can talk. So we had some. Marco's not appearing. Apparently, he texted me, and I didn't want to break into our conversation, but he is having some serious technical difficulties. And the show,
That's frustrating.
we may have to spend a little bit out of our minuscule budget to buy him a new laptop because it sounds like his iPad's taking a shit.
I thought didn't you send him a laptop?
I sent him a Chromebook,
Okay,
but
what?
I didn't know if it was going to run the whole thing properly, and I guess
Gotcha.
it was like, hey, try this because it was
Okay.
free. I happened to have one spare one, so I
Gotcha.
sent him that, and I was hoping that would stop the issue. Anyway, so we have sent several topics into the chat, and I thought I would open it up to you because we haven't talked about several of them. I wanted to. I've got the ones I want to hit, but what ones from the chat did you want to talk about, or do we want to go into the comments and do an Ask Me Anything?
Well, I missed the last Ask Me Anything. There's only 2 of us, so
Okay,
I don't know if anybody in the comments wants to do an Ask Me Anything. If that's you hear these assholes shooting fireworks off? Did you hear that? That's what that is. I'm cool. I'm cool with it, but like tomorrow is when I'm prepared for my daughter to wake up in the middle of the night from loud pops.
Right.
Like save your shit. Don't blow. Why are you blowing your load on the 3rd? You
Right.
know, if anything, do it on the 2nd. I would respect that because that's when the real
That's
independence was declared. That's when the real independence was.
Yes,
July
that's
2nd.
absolutely
Do
July
it on the 2nd, but whatever.
historic day for sure. Okay, so anyway, we've got.
Well, the one thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of want the other guys to be here, is the thing from last year with the family that got kicked off the plane. That thing that I sent. But I feel like
I skipped that.
I want all 4 of us to chime in on that.
Yeah, I skipped that one because I knew that was one of those like we should all weigh in on it, especially because that's one of the reasons none of us ever want to be in an echo chamber, right?
Yeah.
And so here I'll bring one up because this is the perfect amount that we have time for. So I saw a meme. I have not watched the new Star Wars. You guys, Disney had Mr. Nice Guy says got to run. All right. Since Disney bought Star Wars, they've done some interesting. Some things have been awesome. Some things I haven't really loved. Okay, but hey, that was also true with George Lucas. But
right.
One of the things that I saw was a meme because I guess apparently in an episode of The Acolyte, which is the new Star Wars show, so how do I even shall I just show you?
Yes, show me.
Because if you don't have an understanding of what happened or what the show had on it, I think you won't understand the context of how brilliant this meme was. So here is a scene from Disney's Don't Sue Us. We don't have the rights to show this. We're just showing it because we're talking about it. So it's fair use. No copyright, Disney. Okay. She's in space. Okay. What do you notice?
That they're in an atmosphere that isn't an atmosphere. They're in a vacuum. So it's kind of impossible for fire to happen there because there's literally a very key ingredient of the fire triangle missing, which is oxygen.
Now, the meme I saw said, campfires in space is what you get when you get rid of mansplaining.
That's so good. That's so good. And if you're in space, there's no gravity, right? Why would the flames be going that way? What I mean, there's just
why
so
would the
much.
flames be flaming?
Exactly.
Right?
First of all, they wouldn't be there at all.
Okay. Now, my daughter, God love her. When I talk to her sometimes, and like today or yesterday, we were talking about women. We were talking about some female behavior, and she's like, "You know what the G in girls stands for, Dad?" I said, "What?" She goes, "Greedy."
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, oh, I have raised you right.
Wow.
So, in that same vein of the idea of this is what happens when you get rid of mansplaining, I think we should be on the lookout for events that are indicative of what happens when you get rid of mansplaining.
I think we need to dissect mansplaining, because what is, honestly want to know, I would love a woman who uses the mansplaining thing to tell me, in all seriousness, what is the difference between me explaining something to you and me mansplaining something to you?
Your penis. So
Ah,
for the ladies listening, mansplaining means man explaining.
well, then don't ask me a fucking question. Don't fucking ask me shit. Figure it
Okay.
out, bitch. What the fuck? Fuck you.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. It's so stupid.
All right. So here we go. I present to you an article that I found. This is our first segment. Okay. Because this came to me. I saw the meme and I thought the meme was funny and I was going to share it with you guys. But then I was like, you have to get. But then in the greater context, I saw this article and I thought, okay, this is actually a good segment. So I found this article and I think this is another example of what you get when you get rid of mansplaining. This article is from the Detroit Free Press. Jenna Prestininzi, published May 21st, 2024, says, shifting gears, the feel of the clutch underneath your hand. These mark the experience behind the wheel of a manual transmission car, now a rare breed in the U.S. And the meme below it is a woman's shocked face going, the what?
That is true. They're phasing out manuals.
So the problem becomes when you have a woman, Jenna Prestonzini, writing an article, and admittedly, I can't tell how old she is based just solely on her little picture next to her name.
You don't want to assume her age.
Arguably, she is not Gen X.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what she is, but she ain't a boomer and she ain't Gen X. The first sentence is shifting gears, the feel of the clutch underneath your hand.
Yeah, that's not where that goes.
Are you riding a motorcycle, honey? Because I gave her the benefit of the doubt and continued reading.
Right.
Where it said these mark the experience behind the wheel of a manual transmission car. So first, you outed yourself that it wasn't a motorcycle when you said wheel, because I have yet to see a motorcycle with a wheel. And then you outed yourself when you said the word car.
Yeah.
The clutch in any car, is there any car ever that's not had the clutch on the floor ever?
I mean, are we counting 3 on the tree?
That's still the clutch. That's the shifter on the column. That doesn't mean the clutch is on the column.
I'm trying to think. I mean, unless you're going back to the time before seatbelts and windshields were even a thing.
Like handicapped people get manual transmissions, right? Like there's no world where you get hand controls for a manual transmission vehicle, right? I don't have that wrong, correct? Like if we have somebody in a wheelchair who's listening to the show is like, fuck you, I drive a 1984 Camaro IROC stick. Like, please tell me that you have hand controls on your clutch and you shift while you're up. Cool. I would love to see the video. Anyway, so that is.
So if I were to tell that woman, if I were to be polite about it and not say, "Hey, cupcake, listen up. Let me tell you how fucking stupid you are." If I were to say, "Well, ma'am, actually, the clutch is a pedal on the floorboard that's all the way to the left. So you
Yes.
feel that underneath your foot. You know, you shift with your right hand and you push the clutch typically with your left foot. So
Right.
would that be mansplaining?
I mean, to me, it's just explaining.
Well, yeah, I
it's
mean,
the
all mansplaining is
sharing of information,
explaining.
right? Like it's the sharing of information to help somebody. I've never been able to understand mansplaining any more than I've ever been able to understand the term reverse racism.
Well, I had a thing when I
reverse
was,
racism is if it's reversed, then it's not racist.
yeah, I think they should just call it OTW racism, like other than white racism would be a better term. But when I was out in North Carolina and I was maybe like, I don't know, 2 weeks into filming, so I got a good feel for some of the crew and I was making my rounds and talking to everybody. And there was a lady who's like like a kind of like a supervising producer, kind of like assistant
Mhm.
producer kind of thing for this particular one of the houses.
Sure.
And she said, "Do you know where, I don't know, do you know where Cody's at?" And I said, "It's actually," or something. I was like, "Where is something at?" Like use the at the end.
Mhm.
And I said, "Well, no, it's actually just where is Cody?" Because we don't end our sentences in prepositions. You know, I was being a smartass, right? And she kind of looked at me and I said, "Now, if
You're a
you said,
smartass.
hey," I said, "Hey, do you know, if I said, if you say, you know, do you know where the blank is at, asshole, then that would be correct." And then she looked at me almost dead serious and said, "Thanks for mansplaining that to me." And I took a gamble. I thought maybe she was just being a smart ass back to me. And I put my hand on her shoulder. I said, "No, honey, let me tell you what mansplaining is. See, now if I were to," and then she started laughing. I'm like, fuck, thank God I'm in the clear. But I took a gamble because, you know, she was just giving me shit
Right.
back. But, you know, so
Right.
yeah. I don't like I don't agree with, there's no such thing as mansplaining.
Right.
There's
There's
just
no such thing as mansplaining, and there's no such thing as reverse racism. It's either
if you
racism
don't-
or it's not racism.
If you don't like the fact that a male explains something to you, that's a you problem, not a fucking me problem.
Yep. Check your ego because it's out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Seriously, there's so many things that can be solved with people just understanding that's a you problem. That's not a that's seriously, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
So I also wanted to discuss this. I have this video. Here we go. It's ready to go. I sent this to all of my friends, and this is part of that mansplaining thing. So
Yes.
we're going to close the show out with this. Also, we have to decide. You guys in the chat have to decide: are we going to do jokes? Are we going to do single moms? What are we going to do? But this video was sent to me, and it said the woman takes the man stuff test.
Oh, I think I
We're
sent
gonna
that
watch
to you.
this. And
It's so good.
It's 0 out of 5.
So good.
Here we go.
Go ahead, pick up the tongs.
Pick up the tongs. Okay.
Pick them up.
So she picks up the tongs.
Picks
All
them
right.
up.
Now pick up the tape measure.
She picks up the tape measure. And just
Okay, now pick up the lemon.
around with it. She
This
slams it
seems
down.
so
picks up the
stupid.
lemon, transfers
All
hand.
right, now pick up the bread.
Picks up the
Bag
bread.
of
Bread
bread.
is just open and sitting there. And there's a
Now pick up the
screwdriver.
drill.
Right?
Actually looks more like an impact round.
All right.
And she shakes it like pew pew.
Well,
What?
She failed.
Wait, what?
All right.
0 out of 5. I showed that to several friends, female friends and female family members, and none of them got it. None of them-
Really?
yeah, none of them were like, they're like, what's wrong? Like, I don't get it. And I'm like,
Huh.
oh my gosh. I'm like, when you pick up tongs, you gotta snap them at least twice. You gotta click, snap them twice.
Yeah, right?
You pick up a tape measure, you are obligated to pull the tape out a little bit and let it slide back in.
Yes. So that's what we should do. So we wanted to go through, and I wanted to mansplain to this woman
Yes.
how she lost. And there are some guys that they got 4 out of 5, which is understandable because not necessarily some of the stuff isn't like it's mostly universal, but it's not entirely universal. I
I'd
guess,
give somebody a pass on the lemon,
on the lemon,
but
I will
everything
give you-
else you should fuck.
Yes. So here is here is the breakdown. When you get to a pair of tongs, Matthew, what do?
You close them twice rapidly. Click, click. Little snap, snap. At least
Snap,
twice.
snap.
At least
Snap,
twice.
snap.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't look at the chat, by the way. I just sent something.
I can. Oh, okay. I won't.
I sent something. It's going back. It's from last week. So okay.
Okay.
So now you ask me. You pick one.
Let's do the because I already said the tape measure. So let's just go down the line. Let's do the lemon. What do you do when you pick up a lemon or any?
You in fact toss it up with one hand and then try to catch it overhand.
Overhand catch. That is correct. Also
Overhand
acceptable would be holding it in your hand, rolling it down, popping it with your bicep into the overhand
and then
catch.
catching it. Also, yes. Or some form of tossing it up, bumping it, catching it, like some form of acting like you're the world's greatest pitcher.
Yeah, you at least got to toss it up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So bread.
Yeah, the bag of bread. This is a no fucking brainer. So it's open. It's completely open. It's not closed. She picks it up with two hands and put it right back down. You pick that fucking bread up. You grab the top in one hand and the bottom hand. You spin that fucker around and close it. Either do a spin tuck, or if you manage to keep the little plastic clip, you can close it. But spin it. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. And then we all know, if you don't know what to do when you pick up, and here's the thing, I was raised, that's a screw gun.
Well, it looks like, yes, it's a screw gun or a cord. Well, no, there's cordless drills. I have a cordless drill, and I have a this is nomenclature for me. Right.
I was raised that a drill has a cord, a screw gun doesn't. Right. You could say cordless drill. Right. That's what they were originally called. I get it. But like just drill has a cord. If I say a drill, I want something with a cord. If I say a screw gun, I want something with a battery.
But that actually looks like one of those little cordless impact wrenches.
Yeah, it probably is. Okay. So I also wanted to make a prediction.
Yeah. But you pick that up we didn't cover that, but when you pick it up, you got to give it 2 good squeezes on the trigger. There's a little zzz, zzz.
Yep. Zip, zip.
That's what you do.
Okay. So Matt.
Yes.
21-year-old Matt. Answer it.
Okay.
Tell me. What would 21-year-old Matt have done it?
Let's see.
No, the girl in the video.
The girl in the video? Oh, for sure. Are you kidding me?
There you go. There was the prediction.
Would. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, 21-year-old Matt totally would have.
Man, are you kidding me? He bought her some nice boobies.
I'm not even gonna lie. 21-year-old me would have been just as turned on by her actual age. Like I don't know why. Remember, we had a friend, Dave. All he wanted was a Persian mommy.
Yep.
All he wanted was a Persian mommy. He literally wanted a Persian woman in her mid to late 40s. He was in his voice.
I'm going to go with Iranian. I don't like saying Persian because that, like I'm not half Roman, I'm half Italian, but whatever. Iranian.
Yeah, true. Iranian. Well, I guess it all depends. I guess it all depends on were your parents subjects of Xerxes?
Yeah. The Persian Empire fell a long ass time ago. There are no more Persians left on the world.
Right. Anyway, so I totally same thing. I watched that and I'm like, oh yeah, I know the answer because I totally agree. Even at that age, I think it wouldn't have to be like she has to be younger. At 21 years old, you and I both.
Oh yeah, totally. For sure.
Marco would have. I don't know about Chuck. I'm gonna guess he would have.
Yes, you kidding me?
Right? He totally would have. Right?
Tim Curtis brought up another good one. He said, "Men using tie downs, quote, that's not going anywhere. Not only that, but you have to grab it and snap it twice. You got to snap it twice. That's not going anywhere." What I do is I shake the load because my dad told me when you tie something down in the vehicle, if the load shakes the vehicle, that load is secure.
Correct. Because exactly. And your dad knew what he was talking about because he worked transportation.
Yeah, he was a Teamster for
a damn Teamster. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Autumn 29.
There we go.
I'm a 29-year-old mom of 2 boys. I am waiting on my soulmate to come back home from prison in 2027. So not looking for anything long term. Located.
Oh fuck! Why was I drinking when you said that? God.
Okay. So
A little heavy on the
21-year-old
eyeliner there, sweetheart. A little heavy
21-year-old
on the
Matt.
eyeliner. 21-year-old Matt, yes.
21-year-old Matt totally would have.
Especially if she put a little leather choker around with all that heavy eye makeup.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
Now you're out of control. I know that 90s stuff with the choker
Oh yeah.
that
Fucking
the
loved
Doc
it.
Martens, eight-hole Doc Martens,
Yep, the Doc
little
Martens,
plaid
the
skirt.
fishnets, and a little
Mhm.
skirt, and the
So terrible.
yeah.
So
But she's
terrible.
got a little heavy on the makeup.
Like no doubt, right? Like that was what you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I don't damn it, Matt. I don't even want to read this one.
Oh, then you have to.
I know. I
Oh
totally
boy,
have.
this is gonna be a good one.
I don't want to read this. Should I just read it and then put up? Yeah, I have to read it and then put up the profile picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you do the thing where you just have the words up there and then you scroll up?
Okay, I can do that.
Do the reveal to the picture.
Okay, here we go. Looking for, still figuring it out.
Oh.
Looking for a bull to fill me up with cum.
Oh my God.
Husband is very much into reclaiming me with eating and licking cum on me and from inside me. He will be with us and likes to watch. He is a straight man and will not play with other men. I love blue collar men and men that aren't afraid to work and get dirty. If you drive a truck, that is even better. If this sounds interesting, get a hold of us.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what alternate universe we're living in, but the world that I live in, there is no room on it for a quote straight man that likes to lick another man's cum off of or out of his female partner. That's kind of the opposite of straight. That's one of the crowning achievements of the gay empire is they gobble other men's semen.
That's like I
that's,
don't want to eat shit out of your butt, but I'll lick it off the toilet paper.
yeah, like no, like, and that's fine. That's cool. Do you? But you're not. That's
Okay.
that's not straight.
You ready?
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I would not think that man would look the way that man looks based off of what he likes to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
You really can't judge a book by its cover, Thomas.
No, you
You
cannot.
cannot.
Yeah, that was
And now that's out there. That's out there for all his blue collar buddies at work to fucking see.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to do with that one.
Nothing. You run away. You do nothing with that. That's wow.
Wow. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think we have one more.
Because that guy looks pretty manly. He looks stereotypically.
He doesn't. He looks
manly.
like he looks like he frames houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go. Whittle.
Whittle?
Like
you're whittling a stick?
Like
or Elmer Fudd and I saw a whittle wabbit. Like what kind of whittle are we talking about?
Whittle is 28. I don't know why she wrote this like a poem.
Whittle.
I don't like hairy men. I don't like heavy men. I don't like old men. I don't like younger men. I don't know where to go from here, but we have a lot more to read. If you have children, that is fine. It depends on your relationship with their mother. Tell me the story. I'll decide if you were the red flag or not. I don't do 50-50. Eating food is not a date. I buy my own meal. If you don't have a driver's license or vehicle, no. If you don't like animals, no. If you don't like being outside, no. If you can't help yourself, no. If you have IBS, no. It was oddly specific.
Nobody got no time for you to be running to the shitter every 20 minutes.
No, bro. Do you see looking for chatting located in Onassis 4'9"?
Oh boy.
Works at
NASA. Works at NASA. Has never smoked, has kids, college degree, never drinks.
Yale.
Went to Yale. Why'd you black out the house part? Or did they do that?
I didn't. Yeah, somebody else.
Okay,
Okay, ready?
Whittle. Let's see what Whittle looks like here. Oh, I bet you Whittle waddles.
Dude, if she works at NASA,
Oh,
it's as the fucking janitor.
oh my God.
She is the lunch lady in the commissary at
She
NASA.
went to Yale.
No, she did not go to Yale.
She's a really high-end receptionist, Thomas.
Yale is how, when you consider Hispanics pronounce the J as a Y, she went to Yale.
Okay. Gotcha. She did a typo. She did a little typo there.
She's like, she typed
Yeah,
it
I went to Yale.
Oh yeah, I spent like 2 years in Yale.
Yeah, 2 years in Yale.
It was bullshit.
4'9", both ways.
Right? I don't know. I don't even know how to. What is going on?
I'm stuck on the one before because that was just fucking bonkers.
I told you I didn't want to read that one.
Yeah, but I'm glad we did. Hey, full disclosure, I haven't checked our voicemail thing in a hot minute, but I haven't seen I haven't seen any like notifications that anybody has called us. So if you want to be that person,
we need to change the actual incoming message because I think when people are calling it, they're getting confused. So we need to make sure we change the incoming message.
I'll try to hop on there and do that.
By the way, Chuck, also, I sent him an email so many times. Chuck, I know you're drunk, but you've got to handle that email situation for our good friend who still can't get an answer about his decal and his t-shirt. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But yeah, reach on out to us. lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. lockerroommailbag@gmail.com, or give us a call, leave us a message. 509-903-9020. 509-903-9020. Fuckers. And maybe next week we'll have a full boat, huh?
I mean, let's hope. You're back, Marco's out.
Okay.
We'll help him figure out what's.
I should be good. I don't have any foreseeable employment here in the near future, unfortunately. So I'm just kind of living the dream.
I wish I felt like that.
Yeah. Well, the end of the month is going to be dicey. I'm good till then. All right.
Night.
Good night. I'm going to hit the button. Here we go.